Hi Capricorn, this is a wee reading that I'm doing for the 1st to the 7th of August 2016. I'm only using the major arcana cards just to see what the universal energies are coming in for you to help lead you on a path. But obviously the minors are the ones that give you the options. I'm not using them today, so it's just a wee insight to what energies are coming in for you. So on Monday, I have the Emperor in reverse and I have the High Priestess. So the Emperor upright talks about someone who is loyal, courageous, strong, leadership qualities, a lot of like they've got self-control, they're the father of the deck basically, and quite strong-willed. So they're kind and loving, but they make the rules, and when they say no, they mean no, and that's it. There's no arguing with them. So I feel as if this is you or someone who's coming into your life, but the Emperor's in reverse. Um, so I feel as if there's a control issue going on. There's somebody that's wanting to take control of stuff. It could be you trying to control someone or someone trying to control you, but this is the energy that's coming in. I feel the energy is quite manipulative, so I don't know if this person is trying to give you doubts about yourself or control you with like verbal stuff to to make you doubt yourself. There's deceptions in there as well. Um, and I feel it definitely as a control issue. There's something going on. You're crowned by the High Priestess. The High Priestess talks about using your intuition. The High Priestess knows about wisdom and knowledge. She knows about balance. She has the book of knowledge. Basically, she comes from her heart center. She goes with her gut. So the energies that are coming in um, are basically just saying be mindful of this person who might be coming into your vibrations, trying to pull your vibrations down. Come from where the High Priestess come from. See past the deceptions, see past the hidden stuff, and take this energy on board. Um, Obviously with love and compassion, but don't allow this person to manipulate you in any way or try to take your power. For Tuesday, you have the Judgment card and the Strength card. So the Judgment card to me speaks of a second chance. It's an uprising. It is successful. It's getting the chance to redo whatever it is you've tried and you've maybe felt you've failed. This can also be making successful changes in the environment. So that could be your direct environment, it could be where you live, it could be you fixing your garden up, it could be you redecorating your home. It's going to sit with loads of different people in different ways. It could be the environment you work in. You could be changing jobs and changing that environment. Or it could actually just be the people that are in your environment. So you're making changes to your environment by getting rid of things that no longer serve a purpose to you. That's crowned with the Strength card. So this is telling me that you have the strength to overcome any obstacles that are put in your way. You've got good willpower. You come from kindness, love. You know, when she tames the lion, she doesn't tame him with cruelty or whip him or anything like that. He trusts her. She tames him with kindness and she teaches him when to be angry and when not to be angry. So I feel as if that's a really good energy coming in for you on Tuesday. On Wednesday, you have got the Temperance card and the Hierophant upright. So um, we'll start with the Hierophant. I feel as if the Hierophant talks about traditional values, morals, the stuff you were raised with, what your parents taught you, your grandparents, teachers, ministers, priests. I feel as if these are all like deeply set values that have been installed in you. Um, for somebody out there, I don't know if this will sit with a lot of people, but for somebody, this is talking about strong religious convictions. and social prominence. So there's someone out there that you know, that they're really heavily into their religious stuff, and they're quite prominent with the people about them. Um, and for some of you, this is talking about, if that's you yourself, then this is talking about there's going to be successful conclusions to important matters that you've taken on, or important projects, or whatever it is you're working to. This is going to turn out successful for you. If this is not you and it's someone that's about you, the Temperance card talks about balance. And I feel that this person is outweighing your balance, and you need to get to a place where your mind, body, and soul is back on an even keel. Um, I still feel there'll be success for you. I think you just need to take a time out and find your balance. This person here could actually be this Emperor over here, who's trying to be a wee bit controlling, who's maybe a stronger person, more prominent, in the limelight more than you. But I feel as if you need the balance to be able to control him with this Strength card. Come from a place of love instead of a place of anger. For Thursday, you have got the Death card upright and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So the Death card upright speaks about new starts, new beginnings, getting rid of the old and in with the new. It's a transformation. It's moving forward into the light. It's like a rebirth. The Wheel of Fortune talks about delays and maybe disappointments in plans. So I'm feeling for some of you that there has been delays and disappointments, but with the Death card, you'll be able to move forward into the light, and things will get back on track. The Wheel of Fortune's a 10, which reduces to a 1. So a 10 is a completion of a cycle, and a 1 is turning into new beginnings. So that's really strong energy coming in for Thursday for you. On Friday, you have the Tower upright and the Sun in reverse. The Tower upright speaks of like information coming into you that's a shock to your system. It's some sort of you know, lightning bolt that comes in. But I feel the Tower card is quite a good card because it's something that you had to know about. It's something that had to happen. So when this comes in, it clears away destruction, so that you can then rebuild um, a strong foundation for whatever you have planned. It can be a loss of money um, from information from an unexpected source. But I don't feel that here. I feel as if it's just some information that comes in that shocks you, but you're able to clear it away and move on quite quickly. The Sun in reverse can mean cancelled contracts, so that could be your loss of money. It also speaks of loss of valuables, but that depends whatever you consider valuable. So just keep an eye out for any sort of loss. If you're around some people that kind of seem a wee bit dodgy, keep an eye on your phone and your purse and your bag and stuff, just in case there's a loss. Lock your doors at night, keep your car locked. Saturday brings in the Lovers in reverse and the Magician in reverse. So this talks about the Lovers talks about long-term contracts. That could be in your marriage, your relationships, or your business partnerships. When it comes in reverse, it can talk of divorce or separations. It can talk of just difficulties in a marriage. The Magician in reverse talks about weaknesses, indecisions, long delays, difficult tasks. So there could be some stuff happening in your marriage that is just causing, you know, weaknesses. And that would be entirely up to you if you are able to sit and discuss these things and turn them around. The Magician is a 1, which is new beginnings. So the Lovers is a number 6. 6 talks about communication, problem solving, harmony, love, care. So I feel as if with the numerological things going on here, that there'll only be a few of you that actually separate, because I think a lot of you will be able to start communicating better, find the problem and work through that, be that in your relationships or work partnerships. And as I say, there are some weaknesses there, but that's showing up in your relationships. There might be some delays, so this could take a couple of weeks to sort out, or a couple of months. And there will be some difficult tasks in front of you, but if you feel that it's worth working on, then please, like, even if you have to contact someone, a therapist or someone, to talk through that, a mediator, then try and work at it. For Sunday, you've got the World in reverse and the Star upright. So the World in reverse talks about not making any radical changes, which is quite good next to these two cards, because I was just talking about working on your partnerships. So don't make any rash decisions or radical changes to your life at this time. And it signifies a poor time to travel. If you've already made travel plans, then hopefully they'll go ahead as planned. But I would say on Sunday, don't make any plans to travel. The Star upright signifies good health and fortune coming in for you, and it gives you hope and courage and confidence to move forward. So hopefully, if it takes somebody, if you need to get some therapy or a mediator in to help solve these problems, the Star card is saying that it's achievable. You'll be able to work out your differences and have hope and courage and the confidence that you'll be able to move forward, and don't make any radical changes to your life or harsh decisions straight away. And as I say, health and fortune's looking good for you. I'll pull you a wee angel card and see what's coming in for them. See what your angel messages are. Okay, so you've got spiritual understanding. Archangel Raziel, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. So what this card is saying to me is that you're going to have some spiritual inlights, you're going to be getting signs. You have to be open to receive the signs. So the signs could come in the form of like a feather, it could come as a butterfly, or an owl, it could come as a coin, finding coins. They usually come in threes, so if you see three of something, that's usually a message. It can be synchronicities, like when you look at the clock, you see 11:11 or 2:22 or 3:33. Keep an eye out for synchronicities and be open to receive messages that are coming in for you. I'm just going to look up the book and see what they actually say about this card. Okay, so your spiritual understanding is rising to another level. As you open up to new ways of looking at life, keep an open mind and let go of limited thinking and illusions. Pay attention to signs, information that comes to you 3 times or more. Notice geometric shapes and symbols in your physical and psychic vision. Know that your increased awareness may shift your relationships and career goals. I'll guide you through these changes so your life mirrors your inner experiences. So that's what I was saying. Just keep an eye open for the signs that are coming in and pray to your angels, your guides, God, ancestors, whatever it is you pray to, source, universe, and ask for their help and ask for understanding about what's happening. Because I think there's a lot more people waking up. It's like a new wave of people that are waking up, and these signs may start coming into you. So I'll leave your messages there, and if you liked this wee reading, you could maybe give me a thumbs up or a comment so that I know whether going forward I should continue them like weekly or bi-weekly or whatever. So I'll leave it there. Sending you blessings, love and light. Talk to you later. Bye.